what is the 3 times estimate? Why 3 times estimates? Why 3 times estimates? Why 3 times estimate? Yes, because it has 3 times. That's why it's called 3 times estimate. Is that funny? That's just a little joke. But let's see how things work. So 3-point estimate is an estimate in which we use three times. So instead of estimating just once the duration, you estimate 3 times. And that seems important because when you are interviewing someone. So let's suppose, let's take that painter example. I call the painter, and the painter, and I tell the painter, how long would you need to paint this house? And the painter, if you just ask one question, the painter right away will say, 2 weeks. And that is complicated because sometimes that painter, so fast, so quickly, he answers like that and say, oh, that maybe is not the truth. So as a project manager, you need to understand how to ask questions. You need to understand that people can answer things without thinking about the situation. So it's always nice when you ask someone that you come back and try to help that person go through some reasoning, some calculation inside his mind or her mind. So usually what I as a project manager, I call someone to ask to do a task, say, I need to paint a house. I don't ask how long at the beginning. I usually go and say, have you painted a house like that before? And the guy say, oh yeah, I painted 5 houses like this. 5? Oh, you're an experienced guy. Oh, that's cool. And then I ask, which one of the 5 you painted the fastest? Which one was the fast work that could deliver? Oh, the fast work I could deliver, it's 3 days. And then I ask, okay, and which one took the longest to paint? And the guy can say, oh, let me see, oh, that guy there is very complicated. That house has some water leak in some place. So the worst was 12 days. And so we push the person that's provide the estimate to go from one side to another, so you help him to analyze the situation. And then we go and say, okay, and for this house, what do you think is a good number? 5 days. So the 3-point estimates is about the project manager try to get 3 situations. Can be interviewing the expert that is executing the task, can be looking historical data and see similar situation, which was the shortest and the longest duration and the average, but usually you try to get the most optimistic duration, the pessimistic duration, one that you think is in the middle, and then we apply a formula. I'm sorry, but that formula is from a statistical analysis that was done in the past, in which seems to cover most of the tasks that we have in project management. That is a statistical analysis. So we have that 3-point estimate that usually we come from analysis that was done in the 50s, or the Navy in US. I don't remember what kind of project, but they call a PERT, project estimate and review technique, something like that. And after doing that and using the 50s, and then they apply the technique for several years, they analyze a statistical distribution, and saw that distribution fall into a type of distribution called beta distribution. It's accounting of the normal distribution. And then they come up with that formula that is the most likely, how to find the most likely. That is the formula is you take the pessimist time plus 4 times the most likely plus the optimistic time divided by 6. And that is the 3-point estimate that most people use nowadays. It's called expected time from PERT technique. And that's is used all over the place. There are still some people that talk about what's called take an average between the 3. That is called triangular distribution, but that's not used, and I don't recommend to use that. We need to use the PERT estimates. So what we do is a table like this. Okay, you have the WBSIG, so you have to connect the activity to the activity to the WBS. That's important. Then we move to we describe the activity, and then you put the three times that you collected from the expert or from historical data, and then you compute the expected time. So we're using that form.